there to see go wherever you wanna be. Starts in the minor definition of free.
Explore and exhale.
We took the time to start this morning, slow and easy. Today, Arches will be the last national park on this road trip. So before we packed up and hiked out of Canyonlands, we let the sun rise on us. Hiking and backpacking these trails always come with a lesson, and the biggest lesson has been to slow down. Take in the journey, be present in the moment, feel your feelings, then use your feelings for your greater good, and keep it moving. See, because we came to realize that small steps are still steps forward, and sometimes smaller steps are needed to make it through a long journey. Rushing the process could leave us too tired to enjoy the destination, but too tired to even finish making it to the destination. But time and time again, I've learned that the beauty is truly within the journey. That's where growth, clarity, and the joy of truly living is. So I can see the parking lot now. Back down we go. And now we ride out. Our epic backpacking trip through Canyonlands has finally come to an end, but the memory of it will forever be sketched within us. Yosemite National Park has claimed its spot as our first love, but Canyonlands did not come up short. It stands great, well on its own, raw, wild, and beautiful, and definitely a sight to be seen. It's the rock house. Oh, okay. Let's see. On the drive out of Canyonlands, we stopped at a few scenic points. We stopped at the Stone Rock House. We stopped at the Stone Chew and seen many rock formations on the way. All amazing and full of information at their sites. And now we were headed into Moab, and what better thing to do than to get something to eat? We decided on Mexican food, and one of us may regret that later. But for now, we were all good, and our time entrance to enter Arches National Park was approaching. Arches is one of those national parks that you have to register for a time to enter. In order to give ourselves time enough to hike out of Canyonlands, make a few stops, and have lunch, we made our reservation time for 3 p.m. These entry tickets are required from April through October between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Now you are allowed to enter the park without an entry ticket, but it must be before 7 a.m. or after 4 p.m. Going into park number 5, where we get to use our pass. Money's worth. We decided to experience this national park a little different by taking a scenic drive instead of a hike. This park lends itself perfect for a scenic drive. 36 miles right through the park, showing us numerous iconic rock formations and arches without us even having to leave the vehicle. But just like our hikes, we didn't get too far before we were pulling over, hopping out, and taking pictures. But we enjoyed being taken over by its massive beauty. There is something about arches that just draws you in, whether you're on foot or in your vehicle. It demands attention. And all of our attention, we gave to it. First arch. We hit every pull-off that showed us a different view. And no, we didn't forget to stop by the visitor center. But our main goal was to reach the Double Arche. That would be our stopping point for this trip before we started to head back down. And although I said we weren't hiking on this trip, we couldn't resist a small one. Double Arches is one of those hikes that's accessible to everyone in less than a mile. You always get us a good parking spot.
Always.
Yeah. Crowds. You always get that spot. Now, because it is some short hikes, there will be more people on these trails than your backcountry trails, but still worth it nonetheless. And like I was stating before, the national parks always have informational posts at each site. So you're not only taking in the beauty of the park, but you're also getting information. So take time to stop and read about the area that you're in. We pressed on to the Double Arche, which we learned was also called the Toilet Bowl or the Crescent Pool, and that it was formed over 190 million years ago, like during the Jurassic period. Yeah, when dinosaurs were around. And that harsh weather, like wind and rain, led to the erosion of this sandstone, forming these arches that we see before us.
Come on, get into it.
The Windows Trail was directly across from the Double Arche Trail, which we could have got a 2-for-1. But we were more eager to get to our next spot because tonight we were sleeping in luxury. So we headed on back down the road out of Arches National Park and on to our next destination, which was a hotel that came with a pool, jacuzzi, and a sauna. Because after every backpacking trip, we try to reward ourselves with a nice bed, hot shower, and a good meal. And if those things happen to come with a few amenities, we'll take it. This room is really nice. The only thing that they are missing is closet and storage space. But I guess they say you're here for a good time, not a long time. So, although we don't have storage space, we do have a hidden bathroom. Yeah, so this room, although very elegant, was missing some storage space, which didn't make it very practical to me for it to be a hotel room. But cute, and it came with this cool record player that came with only one record, and it played some music that wasn't really my style, but somebody's.
Hear the trumpet blast, the time has come at last. Don't you be afraid, it's just the end of the world.
Okay. And yep, remember when I said one of us would regret that Mexican food? Mm-hmm. Chimichangas was a bad choice. And our night ended there. The next morning, as we headed back to the airport, we were greeted by a special guest, to see us off.
It is.
This pigeon, beautiful black and white pigeon, kind of just stayed around the car as we filled up the gas. I walked past it, it stayed there. Walked past it again, it stayed there. So we deemed it our Mighty 5 Utah mascot. And from the view of its wings to the plains, we headed home with another epic trip in the books. And we thank you for joining us and hope you visit us to see our next adventures. And as always, don't forget to get out and have an adventure of your own to explore and exhale.